In the diagram below, M is the midpoint of QR in triangle PQT. T is a point on PQ such that PM and TR intersect at G. Now we have GH is parallel to PQ with H on QR. PG ratio PM is equals to 1:3. Now determine with reasons the numerical value of QH over HM. Okay, so from this information that we're given, this one over here, we understand that if PG ratio PM is equals to 1:3, because as you can see here, this is PG, this whole thing is PM, it would also mean that PG ratio GM would be 1:2, because if the entire length is 3, then from here to here would just be 2. Now if we write that in our diagram, we could say that this can be represented as 1K and this here can be represented as 2K. Now I'm using variables next to my numbers because that's not the actual value, just the ratio of those two sides. Okay. Now the question is asking us QH and HM. So we're looking at QH and HM, and we just found out PG and GM. So the triangle we're actually focusing on is this one over here. So since this triangle has parallel lines, we would know that we have to use the proportionality theorem. Okay, so the focus here would be the triangle PQM, and we know in this triangle GH is parallel to PQ, and because it is parallel, we also understand that QH over HM would be equals to PG over GM, right? We're doing this because of the proportionality theorem. We found what PG over GM is. This is like saying 1K over 2K, which as you know is just 1/2, right? So therefore we know here that QH over HM is 1/2. That would be the numerical value of this fraction. So what we just got right now is that we found that the ratio here would be, let's say 2, let's call that X, and this here will be 1X. Okay. Now the next question wants us to find RG over RT. Okay. So working with this here, we're trying to get RG over RT. So I would be recommending we use triangle TQR because we can figure out most of the values in this triangle here. Now the problem is, for us to get RG over RT, we need the ratio of MR. Now going back to the question, we were told that in the diagram below, M is the midpoint. Now if M is the midpoint, it means that the distance of QM should be equal to the distance of MR. So looking at that there, that would mean that this here would actually be 3x because I'm looking at the entire distance there. Okay, now with this, I think I have enough information to answer my question. Triangle RTQ. We found that QH, HM, MR. Okay, now this one here is 1:2, and this one here will be ratio 3. Okay, we knew this because we're told M is the midpoint. GH is parallel to TQ. Yeah, since we know that GH is parallel to TQ. RG over RT would be equals to, so RG over RT will be equals to the entire proportion on this side, the entire length on this side, RH over RQ. So this here will be RH over RQ. Now for RH, I'm looking at the entire distance from here, which is just 5. So we can say this here would be 2x plus 3x over 6x. And as you know, that will just be 5 over 6. So RG over RT will just be 5 over 6. And this is exactly how they needed you to answer this particular question. This, we actually use the proportionality theorem. And that's it.